Are we on or?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck? We were just. Hold up. Restart that
This
shit.
is always the intro, dude. It's
No, it
No.
doesn't matter. No, we can go with this.
Alright, fine.
So-
And I can always cut it later
Everyone?
in post.
Welcome back to Name Not Settled Podcasts. We are your hosts this week. I am Jaron.
I'm Jay, aka the man worth $3.
Oh God, you're actually doing this.
Yes.
I'm Nathan, the man with $2. High five. Yeah.
I'm Aidan.
And I'm Kaden.
He's our special guest
All right.
for this week.
Emphasis on the special.
Yes.
Oh, very.
A little bit.
Keep in mind of kind of our criteria here. This is kind of the next couple of episodes. Sorry that it's been 3 weeks. We have been very busy or lazy, depending on whoever it is. I'm looking at you, Nate. No, I'm joking.
Shut
You've been
your
busy.
mouth.
So, Name Not Settled, we're just here talking about stuff. We're a bunch of dickweeds who really don't have a thought in our head besides talking about stuff that doesn't really matter. So,
If you think about it,
we're going to do
which
that for
nothing
about
really
an hour.
matters. High
Keep
five.
in mind that our opinions are our own and there will probably be some offensive jokes said. So, right off the bat, please keep that in mind. Nate, can you hit that for me? Thank you very much. So, we're going to kind of do what we did last week, which is
Jesus.
apparently Nate fell out our window. Don't worry about that, everyone. We'll
I'm
continue
fine.
without him.
I just broke a couple bones.
We're going to kind of go around and everyone kind of has, especially with 3 weeks,
don't wanna go to
people
images.
should always, and I mean always, have a topic with 3 weeks on the belt. So we are going to start with you, Dry, because I know
Alright.
that you've been actually sitting on a couple different topics.
Yeah, so one thing I was wondering about is do you guys have any. Okay, wait. First of all, you guys stand up or sit down when you wipe?
I hate you.
Oh, this is.
Oh.
I've talked about this.
This isn't
topic.
the topic.
I have talked
This
about
isn't.
this between friends before. Sit down.
Okay. Stand up or sit down?
Do you stand up, Dwight, or do you stay on the
This is a
seat?
simple question.
Sit down.
Okay.
I didn't
Did
sit
you
down.
forget?
Yeah, no.
Nate, ready?
I stand up because I'm not a troglodyte.
Okay. So I'm like, if I'm.
Dude, you're the shortest one. How do you pull that off?
Exactly.
So for me though, if I'm feeling saucy, I'll stand up. But usually I sit down. No, yeah, if I'm feeling saucy, I sit down.
That's how you get the brown pancake, though.
It's a
That's what it's
toss-up.
called.
I don't know. Okay, so one of my things is like irrational bathroom fears. Cause just today, I was wiping my ass in the comfort of my own home.
Okay.
Shut up. This is my story. Wiping my ass tenderly with a loving palm, and this fly is just buzzing around me. So here's my fear though. Whenever I'm standing wiping my butt, I fear that the fly is gonna find my sweet little glory hole and just burrow up in there.
Do you want?
I have a story that's so
No,
close
can
to.
Sorry, can I? Or do you?
I was
Go
going.
I'm kind of intrigued because
Yeah.
it makes it sound like there's gonna be something going up
okay,
his butt.
okay. No, it's not that bad. But I was out in the
Yikes.
outhouse, and I was taking a poop, right? And by the time I was done, I stood up, flushed, and a frog jumped out of the
Yeah.
toilet.
What?
I was like, how
Okay.
long was
That
that
shit
in
freaks
there?
me out.
Do you want to know the most, like, the thing that honestly gets me and like has been getting me? So past couple of days I've been doing summer cleaning. She was off in this house. You want my parents to murder you? Yeah.
First time in the podcast. Fuck you, Kaden.
Yeah.
Get the hell out.
You
No.
Neanderthal.
Tina, you fat lord.
I'm
Okay,
trying to
so
think.
continue.
Yeah. So we've been doing summer cleaning up at the high school, and I've been helping move out or do security, whatever. But there is now a rat infestation in one of them. And the thing is, I remember watching a documentary how rats are smart enough to get into the water system and crawl out of it.
Yeah, because there's
So
like
every
air
time I
pockets.
sit down on a pot and I'm waiting, I'm just like, yo, if I'm pooping and a rat comes up,
Yeah.
there's only one exit to this place while I'm sitting. So I'm getting ready with like a plunger, just ready to turn and start attacking. It's been like, I'm not afraid of that sort of stuff, but like, man, has it been just that creepy thought that lingers in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
Like, that would be the most terrifying thing.
Honestly, like, bathrooms should be where you're the most comfortable.
Mhm.
But for me, I'm the most scared. I'm sitting there with my ass cheeks spread and my anus wide open, and I'm
Oh,
afraid that a
good
snake's
Lord.
gonna come up
The
and
details are
get
getting
inside me.
Yeah. I like how you're painting this setting.
Well,
Just moving back and
I
forth.
spend a lot of time on
Yeah,
the cam
seriously.
thinking about this. Okay.
You think about a lot of things
So-
in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's like
true.
the shower thoughts
You used
/
to
bathroom
when,
thoughts, man.
when
Yeah.
we would play basketball in the bathrooms, you would tell me jokes during urinal.
Bro, I remember I would think of baller jokes.
Yeah,
while I was
exactly,
peeing and
yeah.
pooping. I
I've
forgot.
actually
a lot
got
of
a
stuff in
story.
there.
Sorry, I've actually got a story somewhat relevant to this. So, okay. I was going to the bathroom at like 2 a.m. And I see out of the corner of my eye in the bathtub a giant spider, easily like size of a quarter. I was like, oh, okay. What are you? And my 2 a.m. tired brain decides, okay, I'm gonna go get my phone and take a picture of it while it's standing still, so I could go look it up later and see what kind of spider it was. So I did that,
Who at 2 a.m. does
and then I grabbed my
Nate,
nearest hiking
obviously.
boot from my bedroom and then smashed the crap out of it, and it made a satisfying crunch as it did so. Okay, so
Okay.
I did that, looked it up later. It turned out it was a hobo spider in my bathroom, which is, I believe, one of the few venomous species. And it's like one of the symptoms that it causes if you get bitten is like necrosis.
What's that?
Gangrene on steroids.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's super neat and all, but I think I'm good. I'm gonna pass on that. this time.
Remind me never to spend the night at your house again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more movie nights over there.
I'm actually
Nate.
dying to something called the hobo spider. Like out of all the spiders, wasn't tarantula, not around here, but the brown recluse. Like
Yeah.
that would be a good one to go out to. The hobo spider, like
I
the
think-
one that sounds like it's not trying.
Yeah. A Brazilian wandering spider.
Hey, I hope you don't mind. I'm just gonna take a quick nip on you. 10 minutes
eaten in a
later,
while.
dude's just like gangrene all over, looking like a Last of Us zombie.
Yeah, so that was just my thing. I'm now y'all know I'm afraid of the bathroom.
So you
So
just scared. Is that,
so when
that
we-
Yeah, it's
moral of the
my
story?
greatest fear.
later
Moral story.
on, if we ever get big, people are gonna PO box you a whole bathroom.
I would murder them. I would never open up my mailbox again.
It's just like
Now
an
you're
entire
number 2.
thing, like 30 by 10 feet. You're just like, what is this? Ah! Bathroom full of spiders.
Flies.
That's my favorite.
Or rats.
I like when the spider pit opens.
Okay.
Okay, is that what you had?
Yes, I also do
Okay.
want to comment. Spider Pit's gonna be the name of my new male strip club. Okay, so
Spider Pit is just the next garage band.
Dude,
Black,
possibly
no,
too.
call it the Black Widow.
That's gotta be a thing. No
That
way.
probably-
Yeah, I feel like that probably is.
That's the name of a spider.
Kaden.
Okay.
Back at it with the witty.
No Scheisse Heimlich.
Okay, do you have something?
No, that was it.
That was it? That was your only add-on?
Not for this whole podcast, but
Okay.
it just comes
So
up as it
I'm
comes
gonna,
to
I'm
mind.
gonna begin mine
There's a
with
lot of
kind of a
cum.
story that happened the past week and a
Crazy.
half. I'm ignoring you. It's about hornets. So about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, you were there.
About.
Okay. We have these birdhouses, plastic, that we used to make at summer camp. You went to it the last year we did,
Yeah, that was a whole lot of fun.
but we didn't make it then.
That's not when we made the birdhouse.
It was way back when, summer camp.
That was no, it wasn't.
Whenever
it was
we
at
made them
Jacob
then.
Lefebvre's birthday party.
Cool. We did that.
It
Cement.
happened.
Yeah, sometime.
So there's just these big plastic ones, and one day we normally put like seed or something in it so the birds come in and they collect, make their nest. Good. We forgot to do it this year. We look out our window one morning, me, my dad, and my mom, while drinking coffee together, and they had like Fort Knox style built a hornet's nest into it. Not like, and it's barely hanging out the bottom. So it's not around it where you can easily get to it. It is inside this thing, and it's made of plastic. So we can't just like get rid of it easy. And it's on a hook too. So me and my dad are like, okay, this is gonna be fun. So later that night, my dad's like, all right, we gotta deal with it. So me and Aidan, dressed like the Northwestern Michelin Man with like raincoat after raincoat and mask, and we like trudge on out there, and my dad's already laughing maniacally to himself. He's like, this is so stupid. And so we're just sitting there, and he goes, all right, I got a plan. And he goes, I'm gonna put this trash bag over it, and we're gonna just try to like get it up. And he's already sprayed it full of like hornet spray, and just hoping that'll do it. The first bag though, my mom gave him had a big hole in it, and he goes, "Oh, thanks, honey. We do this. It pulls off, and then we're just all dead." No, so that was his plan, and he goes, "But what we need to do first is get it off the hook." So he gave to Aidan first. He goes, "Aidan, I need you to take this pole and get it off the hook." So his plan was, without bumping it or shaking the nest, he was going to lift it off the hook and get it into the bag.
Stellar.
About 20 minutes of us laughing at ourselves as we literally thought we were just all gonna die. My mom steps outside and is trying to take videos of us, and it's always helpful. So what ends up happening is me and my dad have one side of the bag, and we just say, "Screw the pole, we're gonna grab it and just tie it off and then throw it in the trash or something."
Yeah.
Like I'm literally
In the
standing next to
trash,
my dad.
some
and
poor garbage man opens it up and just gets mauled to death.
Yeah, we
was
just
all
kind of
planned.
said screw it. But Aidan has the light now and is trying to keep it on, and he's just frozen in place, and all of us are like bated breath, and I go, "Dad, if this doesn't work, my suggestion is you tie it up, you run over to the crevice, and you throw it." And he goes, "Okay." So we put the bag over, my dad freaks out, ties over, and the fastest I've ever seen him move, he is down the hill and just chucked it, and it's just... And Aiden's just frozen there, and he turns with his like wild eye and his hair like sticking up on it, and he goes, "Run!"
Okay, what are we sponsored by?
Fines.
Blah.
Are we?
Yeah,
Sponsored by
we're good.
All right,
Okay.
we're back.
Alright,
That was a quick commercial break.
Yeah.
We are sponsored by Fingernails. Clean them, eat them, dip them, whatever you like. Now continue with your story, Jaron.
I like how you had to pick it up like you were. It's just like, all right, we gotta actually be serious here. All right, turns out Trump has sponsored us. We have no idea why, and we are thinking about denying his claim.
The Brazilian government has sponsored us. As thanks for mentioning the spiders. The Brazilian watering spider. That and making people have painfully uncomfortable
Before I
erections
continue,
goes
that was-
together like Brazil and corruption.
Okay.
I probably butchered that. Alright, let's keep going.
Yeah, anyways, one thing is, what I was going to say is my mom actually asked us, it's like, "Okay, so when you do this, do you want me to leave the door unlocked?" Yeah.
No, lock it, Mom.
Yeah.
I want to die out here.
So no, we end up closing the door, and we think it's over. If you go look after we're done, you can go check. They built it right back where we left it. They just went, and it's bigger than the last one.
It's not bigger.
And so, yeah, it was. Dad had to spray it down twice, and it fell apart, so now it's smaller. But it was larger first time around. And old man went out, sprayed it twice. I helped him the second time. It's like, nope, they're not dying. They're still alive. So I decided to look up, is this actually being a problem? And in Alabama, and just anywhere, I looked it up. This is the HuffPost, and there's one called Newser. Now wasps are forming massive super nests because life just isn't scary enough.
It really isn't.
I'm not going to go through the
Bathrooms
whole
are.
thing here,
Yeah.
but to give you an idea. Alright, so by the way, this is not a joke. I had to look into this. The Alabama Cooperative Extension System warned of nests the size of a Volkswagen Beetle
What the fuck?
as the largest one ever found, with as many as, okay, a
Jesus.
little bit shorter, 15,000 wasps. Not 19, but it was 15. Up to 4 times the size of a normal nest. Okay? These super nests can be attached to cars, inside garages and sheds, in or on the ground, or on homes. This is, I believe I showed everyone but you, Kaden. This is what a super nest is. Okay? This thing holds
Yo.
ridiculous amount.
Okay, so
the
imagine.
Alabama Extension tweeted this out, saying, "Imagine a colony of yellow jackets the size of a car filled with 15,000 stinging insects. Now imagine more than 90 in the state. It happened in 2006 in an Alabama Extension." So more than 90 times was something like this recorded in
What
Alabama.
the fuck?
And I went and I looked it up. Specifically in Alabama, the yellow jacket super nests is literally what they're being called. This man pretty much goes to describe how they are being outnumbered and slowly surrounded as they're like coordinating where they're at. and this is another one that was found under a man's home.
Holy shit! How do
Screw
you let
that.
how do you let a nest that big just
Oh, I
get
don't want to
there.
see that.
Well, my thing is like
you don't
pretty
hear the
soon.
buzzing under your house.
well, because they don't just move all that shit in there, like they slowly build it up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How do you go down there and check that? It's just a little nest. Day 1, day 100. It's just the size of a
Year
basketball.
later, it's like, oh,
Well,
that's huge.
yesterday,
Yeah.
like we were talking about like Fallout areas for a new video game. It's going to be Alabama, and it's going to be
Yeah.
about the hornets that took over once they irradiated and turned into gigantic death monsters.
Jeez.
I know, it's ridiculous. I'm sorry to cut it. What were you saying?
I was saying, just imagine walking into your garage one day to, I don't know, grab a tool, grab a beer from your cooler that you don't tell your wife about, to hear a humming. Oh, you think it's the sound of your flashing light. You look around and you find it's the giant forbidden boulder of pain and misery.
Yeah, honestly, just like, oh man, I gotta get away. Just give me a sec. Did I leave my car running? It's like opens up and it's just like there with how oblivious all Alabamans are. It's like, I was banging my cousin for the past 15 minutes and they just darn right moved in. They just opened up the trunk. Like 6,000. It's like, keep it quiet, we can hear you from here.
And the one Alabama listener we had is like, fuck these guys.
I would be impressed if we had anybody who listened from outside of us.
No, but that's exactly the point that you were saying is what I was going to bring up is how...
Yeah,
in
how do you just let
someone's
that happen?
mind- Because that one looks like it was under someone's basement, the second one I showed, which, fine. I guess that can be seen because you're too lazy to walk down some stairs where you hear a bunch of humming of death. But the other was up on this man's gutter, which means that he walked past it on a daily basis and probably just thought, it's going to be fine. And that one now carries thousands upon thousands. What's your plan of getting it out? An exterminator?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You couldn't pay me enough, even with a bee suit, to go deal with something the size of that. I'd be like, nah, bro, I'm gonna die. That thing's gonna formulate like a hand and just reach out for me.
You can always shoot a mortar at it.
Blow up
Just-
the
yeah.
house.
Take the house out, I don't care.
Cut the-
I'm not taking the kids out, they're gone.
I now like the idea of the government. It's just like, my God, there's too many. Take out the house. What? Family and all. We need to cut our losses. Launch the nuke.
Just take out the entire neighborhood while you're at it. Collateral damage, what's that? The
Yeah.
threat needs
It's
to
just
be...
some Alabamans.
You will never get an Alabama audience.
all them products of we
No, man. Later on, we're gonna do a live recording in Alabama.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna get all 13
They're
people
gonna
there
start
to come
tossing
see
their
us.
nests at us.
all 13 people in the entire state.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of incest.
That's a lot of corn.
Oh man.
That's one big thing.
Is that no? That's not what even does Alabama have besides the obvious thing, corn.
Woods.
Cousins?
No, but yeah, apparently
Football.
I forgot what it was exactly, but there was like a huge percentage raise this year of hornet and yellow jacket.
Yay!
Yeah, a population generally.
Okay, so I
Aren't you
can
allergic?
never move to Alabama, yeah.
Yeah, you're allergic.
Well, not just in Alabama, in general, across the entire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can never go outside.
Dude, I'm already at that point. I'm allergic to everything.
Dude, yeah, that's gotta be ridiculous, man. Like, I think it's annoying because we have one there and we see a
Yeah.
decent amount. Being in Alabama means you are walking 5 feet, a pitchfork just toting, walking out to your field. Next thing you know, you are now on the ground fetal position because 6,000 of them decided to come charging at you
What the shit?
because you accidentally
In the wrong
stepped on
place,
one
yeah.
and pheromones were released everywhere. It's literally like The Walking Dead, but with bees. It's like,
The
Carl,
buzzing
you don't
dead.
understand. Guns don't work. You got a fly swatter. Do you have spray and a Lysol? Like Lysol and a lighter. Alright? You go hide in the closet and you burn down the entire house if I don't come back.
No, guys, what if there's zombie bees?
That'd be
Dude,
atrocious.
that would be the
Don't
most
even say
terrifying
that.
thing.
That's probably
We lose.
Yeah.
Humanity loses. There's no small survival group or TV show that's made afterwards. That's because bees are fast and can move everywhere. They're
No,
like
I
rotting
believe
car
it is.
kisses that like walk 2 miles an hour.
no, like all you need to
Carcasses.
survive is just a place with no windows and you're set. That is until they start
How are you gonna go
blowing
get food?
You don't.
And then
You're going into
instead of
soup.
being bit, you find survivors that pull a gun on you. Have you been stung? Don't lie to me. Have you been stung? It's like maybe once. All right, we gotta put him down. I'm sorry.
bird box type stuff. You like just block off all the windows.
Oh yeah, and we'll
Going
just put a
anywhere.
bunch of blind people in the woods. That's our answer to survive the zombie bees.
The bees just feel bad for them. That's
Yeah.
it.
They just don't sting you
The
out of
blind
pity.
community.
Or that's our sacrifice. We bring them out there. They won't even see you coming. You can sting them in the eyes. They won't know.
I feel like deaf people would be better though, because
Yeah, because then you can hear the.
Put a bunch of
Yeah.
deaf people in the woods. But yeah,
Yeah.
then they see
Just
death
put
not-
approaching.
not
Just
always.
Find deaf and blind people.
Because
And
if
then-
you
Not always.
If
They
you
have
put them in
eyes.
like a wide open forest, you're not gonna see all the bees in there, are you?
I mean, you just know there's bees and
If
shit.
we're talking
You know how
about
to.
thousands running
But-
at you at the same time, it's pretty noticeable,
Yeah.
even if death, to see this just coming at you.
Just a
Yeah,
giant
but still,
death
I
cloud.
doubt someone's fast enough
Sure.
to run like 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
The
that's
entire
fair.
point of why humanity loses if that was ever like an infectious thing.
Just a little bit.
Wait.
We're literally talking about mosquitoes.
Daniel
Do we know
can
this?
Run faster than Bolt though. So.
You're saying, yeah,
Facts.
that's right.
Yeah.
You know, one kid who will live.
Daniel Newman.
My gosh. We're like walking, trying to run away from bees. We just see him.
Just running.
Hey, Tron!
Run, Forrest, run.
We instantly trip him. It's like, you
Poor
got this.
kiddo.
Bro, hopefully his mom doesn't report you.
No.
You're the one who brought him up, you cuck.
I didn't
No.
say
Too
anything
soon.
bad about him
Too
though.
Me, Kent. We just find where Kent lives.
Let's put
We
him.
brought offering!
I didn't know he could leave his house, but I saw him on his bike.
I told you I've seen him on his
Why
bike.
can't he leave his house?
All right, so a topic that people will actually be able
Oh,
to
I understand. Yeah. okay.
Sorry,
Wait,
we're getting off track.
Brief
So-
thing before we go back to the topic. Apparently, the
died.
top speed of a worker bee is about 15 to 20 miles per hour. And for the absolutely none of you that are watching in not America, 21 to 28 kilometers per hour.
Watch as there's like 17
how fast-
Brazilian
how
kids.
fast
Like,
does
fuck
a
yeah!
hornet go?
I love this podcast.
All
We
the
have a-
Ukrainian kids.
Ole.
That's not.
That's
Oh,
I'm
right.
saying for Brazil.
Okay.
I think that I don't know if they do
Well,
that
we
there.
already
I
said
don't-
screw
soccer.
Brazil.
It's soccer. It's
Yeah.
something.
No, I said
How
all I.
fast does a hornet go though? Is my question.
I don't know.
Because
Actually.
that's what we're
That's a
talking
worker
about.
bee.
Because
Hornets
here's
are
the
probably
thing:
like 40,
15 and 20 miles an
40,
hour
50.
is much faster than I can ever run. Usain
Not
Bolt is
Daniel,
what,
though.
27?
Well, I think the average like full-grown male in their prime can run pretty close to 20.
No,
Sure,
I want the
but
top
Usain Bolt
speed of a
runs
hornet, not a.
27, 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's
Prime
the fastest
being
man
looking
alive.
like Santa.
I don't care who you are, you cannot keep up a pace of max speed to outrun a 15 to 20 mile per hour one
Yeah.
hornet bee.
Yeah.
So
The fastest can go up to 30 miles per hour.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Humanity's fucked. Will.
Yeah. Usain Bolt can't outrun that. I'm not
But
going to
Daniel
even
can.
try.
Daniel can.
Daniel's got this.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll feel bad for him. It's like, he's not all there.
They don't even know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're just
yeah,
name dropping
exactly.
anyways.
We should-
Okay.
I made a mistake.
Um,
I regret
Jesus,
doing
you cock.
Hey.
Another brief tangent.
that. Amen, brother.
So I know this is a somewhat old meme by now, but I found a site called FloridaMan.com, and it's a collection of, the worst superhero ever, Florida Man. The first one I
This is-
found.
This is several people, not one guy.
Oh,
Of
No,
course.
it's one dude doing the same shit.
So
Yeah.
it's like
No, pretty much if you look up like a date with Florida Man, you will find a random person who has done something illegal on that day in Florida.
Yeah, not just
So that's
illegal,
what
but
it
like
is.
something absurdly illegal.
Look up
Yeah.
Forge
it's not a
20.
group.
So
It's
the
not like
first.
an official group.
Okay.
It's just like people who are being arrested
Guys,
for dumb
next year it's gonna be
things.
420 on 420.
Oh my
At
God.
420.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so what's your thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first article I have is Florida man throws feces at judge during trial, gets acquitted. A Florida man who was
Wait. Like he was released? How? I want to meet the guy, the judge that was like, this is actually all right. Like, I'm
Dan,
kinda
he found
okay
out
with
my
it.
kink.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Stephen Gleamer.
in common law
You said
jurisdiction.
that
Cleveland
so-
steamer.
Said that so wrong.
In common law jurisdiction, the court certifies that the accused is free from the charge of an offense as far as the criminal law is concerned.
What
So
the
he basically
fuck?
walked out free for throwing his shit at a judge. So the full article is a Florida man who was charged with burglary flung his feces and missed at the judge during his trial. What are you doing?
Sorry, I was trying to unsubscribe to someone on Facebook.
33-year-old Dorleans Philidor Harry Potter sounding head.
Bro, yeah, you already know you're gonna get thrown
Okay.
into jail for some weird shit.
Did he hit the judge though?
No, it said that he missed.
Okay.
Damn.
Because my
But-
thing is, imagine just
Not
being
working
like,
with him.
imagine like, Judge, what do you think about the trial? And then all of a sudden, like right past your head. What would you even do?
Splats against
like-
the wall.
I don't know.
Look over, this guy's like still pulling it.
I'll probably pull my own poop out and be like, all right, I see you.
That's what happened.
Let's
and the
go.
judge pulled his own feces.
It turns into a giant food fight like that one scene. I think it was Animal House.
It's like the scene from Cloudy with a
Yeah.
Chance of Meatballs with the ice cream just splatting against
Yeah.
people's faces.
I'm sorry, but if your name is Dorleans Philidor, you don't need to be thrown into jail. You need to be thrown into the Chamber of Secrets or something.
And your mom needs to be thrown into a psychiatric ward. What the
or
fuck?
go to elementary school to learn
No,
how to
hold
spell
up.
again.
It's like a water boy's mom.
33-year-old Dorleans Philidor is wheelchair bound, sitting next to Miami-Dade Circuit Judge Lisa
Wait,
Walsh.
he's
in a wheelchair?
Paralyzed
Yeah,
man?
I have two questions
Wait,
now.
whoa.
Okay, one,
Was
those
this a hit and run?
yeah,
No.
those suits
You
that they
can't
put
run.
you in. Yeah,
can't
No,
run,
it
dog.
wasn't
it's a
like
hit and wheel.
Yeah.
Hit and roll, dog.
Imagine if he hit a hill. Can't get me now.
No, my question is, first of all, those suits they put you in, I'm pretty sure there ain't no butt flap.
Yeah.
It's like a jumpsuit. Two, okay, how do you get the poop through there? Second, you're sitting down.
Pure willpower. Forces
He
that
had it
orange
pre-back.
jumpsuit.
He had it in pre-back.
it was like in a colostomy bag and not like a solid stool.
Oh, I thought you were saying
It
it
was
was
just-
real. Like he literally had bag poop.
No.
Judge.
Oh,
Oh,
Dude, seriously, just imagine that. Like, Judge, what do you think? And just. This is literally a disabled guy. He's like,
Sitting in his wheelchair.
I mean, I want to do something, but like, he's a cripple.
No.
He's like a mutant.
Kind of feel bad.
Can't
hold up. Florida. Wait. Officials say he tried to throw his own fecal matter at her but missed. Witnesses
Her?
say the Florida man yelled, "It's protein! It's good for you!"
oh my goodness.
Okay.
Corrections officers were quick to respond, and the trial was
It's
relocated.
Protein.
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 It's like the yoga guy from Agatsuko, if you ever seen that. Protein.
I'm just thinking more like Terry Crews. Power, protein, chucking it at her. Dude, that's gotta be such a weird situation. Imagine just being a reporter in that situation, or anyone on the outside that's looking in. It's just like,
What the
what
fuck?
is happening? Shouldn't he be arrested? And he's just wheeling away really fast. Brown streaks on his wheels at this point.
Corrections officers were quick to respond, and the trial was relocated while the courtroom was sanitized.
In the
Philadelphia.
courtroom?
Yes. The entire
This just
courtroom
gets
was
better.
evacuated.
My question is, how do you
Wait
miss?
a
Someone
second.
stationary.
Did that mean that while he was on trial and people were talking, he pulled crap out of an orange
Yeah,
jumpsuit,
that's what I'm saying.
screamed, "It's
That's what I'm
protein,"
saying, it
and
had to
hurled
be
it at the judge while she was at her desk? Because I thought she was like leaving the court and then it would happen, like on the steps. This means he was in court, like in
Yeah, like in the middle of a trial.
Yeah, in the middle of a trial, and he's just like, "Yep, this is a good time to do this. This will help my case."
Eat shit,
Also,
judge.
how did he ever get acquitted for like you're the robber? Because he's in it for robbery. He's a disabled guy.
I don't know how
It's
he
like,
got-
"Yep, you broke into a house and
Yeah.
started stealing stuff real quick."
No, wait. Philidor was then acquitted of the burglary charge by jurors. He still faces another trial for Grand Theft Auto.
What the fuck?
What did he jacked a car?
How is homie just
Bro,
wheeling
he
up to
taped a
places?
brake to his foot and just threw it on the gas and was like, I'm ready.
My thought is, it's something's about that poo. It like gives him deft hand or something like that. It's like, no, if I smear it, I'm ready to pick this lock.
Yeah, you get a +1 to dexterity.
Good word.
Yikes.
What's another one? That one.
Florida
has
man
layers.
steals 75 pool floats so he can have sex with them.
That's a man right there.
75?
Yes.
Okay.
Did he
I
need
didn't
the
know
room?
stealing a pool float would be.
Wait, what's the thing in the Quran where it's like you get isn't it 70 virgins?
72.
77?
72.
72. This man needs to rewrite the Quran. Like, and if you do everything right, you will go to
Pool
heaven and
floats.
have 75 pool floaties with perfect little holes.
Imagine that. It's just like, what do I get? yes! Just watching them like fall down.
It's like the flamingo floaties.
immediately. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so great.
So much plastic.
Yeah.
A Florida man was arrested after amassing a collection of nearly 75 pool floats, which he stole to have sex with. 35-year-old Christopher Monin said he stole the inflatables for sex, quote-unquote, instead of raping a woman.
Well, now you gotta give the guy some credit.
Whoa.
I mean, I think he's a hero. He's a
The fact
hero.
that you're searching for words tells me the same thing I'm thinking. Like, that is... What? Why would you tell someone that? If you were questions like, alright, why'd you steal them? So I wouldn't rape anyone? Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
What the
That
fuck?
would've
You
been
know I am
75
a police
women.
officer,
No.
right?
Or he just
According to the
one.
Bravo
It's like he went
Times.
for a pool,
No.
like
Sorry?
a pool float, and it's like he sees a woman, he's like, which one do I pick?
Yeah, he's just like,
This is a tough decision.
Tough decision here.
Yeah.
I've already gone past like 40 pool floats.
Notice the image of the guy like sweating. It's the guy with the 2 buttons, and he's like, one's pool floats, the other is raping women.
Yeah,
and it's like
he's wiping the brow.
wiping his forehead, like with the cloth and like sweating buckets.
I'm just imagining, like, man, it. I don't want to formulate this sentence wrong and then be painted as an already terrible person.
Oh, you probably will be.
I'll just formulate it.
Okay.
Boy, I will formulate you.
Crazy.
I don't know. I was just thinking, it's like, why'd you? I'm gonna go much tamer joke than what I had. It's like, so why'd you go do it? Well, I heard bees, like a bunch of hornets in my basement, and I decided I wasn't gonna deal with that. So I was thinking about raping women, and then I
As
saw a
one
pool
does.
float in my pool. That was a pretty good time, and I realized, hey, why don't I do that more often? And after I faked being in a wheelchair and threw some poo at the judge, I got bored. So now I'm here. I'm
Yes.
Florida man. Who are you?
A normal thought process for a
Yeah.
That
for a
joke.
man.
And like,
Not around
Uh,
yeah.
he was like, why did bees make you think of that? He's like, well, it reminded me of my good old Colon Destroyer 6000.
The fuck? This joke already didn't make sense. I'm
Yeah.
so lost.
Because like,
Oh,
You should
good.
just say you're
Nate,
very
I'm
unsensitive.
so glad that you helped your joke fall flatter than mine did.
Jaron, you
I
should
feel
just
way
say you're
better.
not safe.
mine landed. You guys, I can see the stupid grins on your guys' faces.
We are the crotch goblins.
You are a crotch goblin. Okay, back to the news article. According to the
Thank
Bravo
you for saving
Times,
me, buddy.
boy, I will
The
beat your
bullet.
ass. According to the Bravo Times, the Florida man was stopped on Thursday by Palm Bay police for suspicious behavior. The Florida man was carrying a garbage bag full of pool floats.
Garbage bag. What are those, Tim? None. Are those
He
pool
sto-
floats
he-
we're looking
he
for?
stole them. Like,
Yeah.
like
What are
took
you
all the
using them
air out of
for?
them, took
Is it
them
sex
home.
again?
Yeah. Again.
He's a serial.
A serial
Pool float
fucker.
rapist.
One is stuck on him as they find him. He's like, whack.
Deflates them, takes them home, then inflates them up, then does it.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of effort for 75 times.
Just
you gotta
go
take
on
the time.
Amazon and buy a flashlight. Like, that's so much easier.
I tried it. They check ID.
Well, this dude probably
He's
was not
old enough.
17.
By the way, I
so-
really like the idea.
Yeah, he said it was 35, so.
With,
Yeah.
with how he reacted, I really like the idea that this is all one guy.
Mon
He
had
was
admitted to
first,
police
like,
that he.
debilitated
Oh,
and
sorry.
on a wheelchair, and now he is standing
No,
up.
this is
Yeah,
different
this is
guy.
a different guy.
I know. I'm saying I really like the idea that this is
Oh.
the same guy. Just
If
over
it
after
were. Like,
every
if they were,
prison
yeah.
sentence, he just gets out and does another thing.
It's like, I
They
wasn't
just-
actually crippled.
Yeah, and he doesn't do anything bad enough to be put on death row, so they can't do anything
Just keeps
about it.
doing weird shit.
they can't. They can't legitimately
Dude, get
stop
him
him,
to
and
sane
they can't give
asylum.
him a sentence that's more than like 10 years. So he just keeps getting out every 1 or 2. And it's just like, man, we keep putting him in here, and he just keeps getting out, and he's escalating.
He has become too powerful. Okay.
Yeah, I am the Florida man. He has like just a deflatable on him. This is running away.
One of the arm twos for
It's just
an
like,
infant.
you know,
Smacking in the wind.
he's not the hero we wanted or needed, but
Or
he's the one we
deserved.
got.
Mon had admitted to police that he burglarized multiple homes for their pool floats and had a stash of nearly 75 of them.
Hold
He
on,
told-
hold on. You're gonna need to read that more like
Yeah, slowly.
articulate.
Sorry. Monin admitted to police that he burglarized multiple homes for their pool floats and had a stash of nearly 75 of them. He told police he, quote-unquote, sexually gratifies himself with them instead of raping women. He was arrested and charged with criminal mischief, burglary, and receipt theft.
When you talk to a cop and say, I was thinking about raping a woman, that never ends well for you.
What is it?
Also, from now on, I vote that instead of reading their name, you just say Florida man. Once again,
Sure.
I like this idea of running this one guy.
A naked Florida man dances at McDonald's, tries to have sex with railing.
We went from pool bodies to railing.
Yeah, see, he's escalating.
He's trying to rail a rail.
It's the same cop, too. The same cop keeps coming and goes, I'm thinking about raping. Like the second time he
Just
goes,
go
can I have sex with a rail? It's just like, whoa.
No, I'd
What the fuck is
imagine.
wrong with you, John?
Yeah, it's like, we used to be high school buddies, Dave. Yeah, used to. You good?
Then you got all weird and started fucking random things.
He's like, John, are you good? There's no more John. Only Florida man.
Police arrested a naked Florida man who began dancing strangely at a McDonald's in Naples.
How do you
Dep-
dance
in
naked
Naples.
strangely?
what?
What makes it
In
weird?
Naples?
You're-
Yeah, it's
I mean, I
Naked
guess-
City.
Yeah, I guess dancing naked in public is already strange
Yeah.
enough.
What makes it weirder? What was he doing?
The floss. You can just see his meat swinging from side to side.
Just
Yeah.
slapping
No
in and
orange
out of his
justice.
leg, just like, yeah.
Ugh.
Got his 3 arms going.
Why do you guys just immediately go straight to Fortnite dances? I don't get
Because
it.
Fortnite has corrupted
Because
minds.
everyone knows Fortnite dance. I don't know Orange Justice, but I know the floss.
Legitimately, yeah. Of course I've heard of the floss, but I have almost no time on Fortnite.
Yeah, I literally
No,
played it
I
4
do
times, and I was like,
Fortnite
this is fucking
They can only
dumb.
have like 72 hours
Yeah.
in that game.
I
Oh,
played it
almost seven.
once.
Only 72, yeah.
Okay.
Compared to my, like, 12. Maybe.
Compared to my 10 minutes.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay,
I've-
you've had multiple wins with me, okay?
I
I've had
round.
one win, and that was at
Honestly?
Brady's house. That was the first time I
Sorry,
ever
not to
played.
I had
interrupt.
to-
We'll,
it was
we'll
here.
get back to
It
you in a
was
second.
here.
Like,
Okay.
Apex
Oh, yeah.
Legends is way better.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, me and you play that way more often.
By the way, season 2 is out and it's amazing.
You're amazing.
That new
Shut
hero
up.
will literally be
Got him.
awful or just the most OP.
Not that bad.
Sorry, continue, Nick.
Alright. Let's do it, boys.
We're talking about the real stuff, Apex Legends.
The real stuff.
And Florida man who's dancing naked.
Deputies responded to the incident when the man began taking off his clothes and dancing. According to witnesses, he appeared as if he were trying to have relations with the railing.
Relations. Relations.
This is the same cop. You know it is.
Yeah.
This guy's just like, I love my job. Just like writing his police report, and he had relations.
No, he's probably like suicidal.
Bro,
at
the
this point.
cops
This
gotta
guy.
have fun with it.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
No way these cops go here and they're just like, man, I hate this. They're like looking into the McDonald's window, seeing this dude flossing on a counter, butt
I'm gonna
naked,
take a minute.
and they're just like, you want the arrest or do I? Because I really want it. I
I'm
want
like,
this
how
collar.
much you bet this is gonna go viral?
Did you collar the naked McDonald's guy? That was me.
63-year-old John Morgan was arrested.
63.
What the hell?
63-year-old Florida man.
Yes.
Nearing the end of his age.
I don't know, he goes by multiple aliases each time.
Yeah, he's not 63. He just like has white hair because he dyed it.
Oh, he actually is 63, and there's other times he just appears younger. He's a shapeshifter. Was arrested and charged with trespassing on property other than structure. Deputies have had contact with Morgan before from previous trespassing incidents. At the
Multiple
same
times,
location.
At the same location?
Yeah.
At McDonald's?
Yeah, so it is the same.
So
this
this
is
is-
the same guy creating the problems here. We gotta know this. It's just like, alright, dude, this is the 3rd time after the floaties that you are now trying to have relations with a rail. We need to talk about this, John.
I'm 64 and all the
Yeah.
dating sites aren't working.
Bro,
Dude, at
sadly, that
65,
might
he's just
be
gonna be
thought
like,
process.
Yeah. Florida man plays basketball naked at public park. Says it will enhance his skill level.
I mean,
No
you
one
gotta
will
play ball with
touch
the
him.
balls out.
Yeah.
No one would touch him. Is
Yeah.
like,
that's
no one
what
would
enhances
guard
skill
him.
level. No, you gotta clear lane 24/7. Because if this is running and leading, you're good.
And I'm just gonna say it now, the mugshot is baffling. Look at this dude.
I've seen that
How
picture,
can you even
actually.
see the back?
Yeah, I believe
He
it.
balls up on the cart, you can tell.
I believe it.
It's like
Balls
this-
up.
That is now when I think of Florida man, that is who the hero I believe in my mind is.
Yes. So
with-
he is
with
utter
him
with
with
a
the-
retardation fucking a pool.
Yeah, while on a basketball court.
okay,
Yeah.
so for the people who can't see any of this guy has like the worst case of reverse cross-eye
Can't you
I've ever
just put
seen.
the screenshot up during the
Yeah.
release?
Maybe like
Nate, yeah, I can do it.
I
A week
imagine
later,
like
didn't do
99.
it.
For the record, people, we sent him all the photos he requested of us after the first session, and he's like, "Oh, cool, I'll just get this done within a couple of days." 1 week later, he's like, "Oh, it's up," and I like listened through to see how well the audio quality was. Pretty good. I wasn't too disappointed. And when the picture moments came up, I'm like looking at the screen. Nothing happened. So I hit up Nate. I'm like, "What happened, buddy?" He's like, I got lazy.
At least
So-
at least I was honest.
You were honest. I will give.
But no,
I will
like,
give you that.
My thought process was like, okay, 99.999% of people aren't going to be paying attention to the screen. They're going to be listening to this
Some of the stuff
on
we
the-
talk about
What
is
we can do
interesting.
is
Now
just
that
throw the pictures
Yeah.
in the comments.
like on their phones or whatever.
I guess.
he didn't even do that though when I asked him to.
You lazy sack
Good
of
comment.
shit.
No, that's like an after.
I said that's what I said. It's like, oh yeah, I got lazy.
Because he can post stuff in the description to look up.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Links
know,
in the
Alright.
description.
So Aiden's got something.
All right.
Can you link the description at least?
I'll like the article. How's that
so
sound?
with
That's
4th
good.
of July coming up, I
No
looked
way.
up
Oh,
some incidents.
should we
and-
give a little bit of background where we're at? Because some people won't know. We're in Marysville. It's illegal.
Well, yes.
Okay, so we're in a city where it's illegal.
Yeah.
Fireworks go boom boom.
Yeah.
Yes, but
And it's never followed.
I looked up
So
some
many cops
incidents, and legit, they have a 15-month-old baby in Kansas was taken to a hospital Tuesday night after suffering serious to critical injuries from fireworks being the likely culprit.
Was the baby strapped to?
Yeah,
That's my
fireworks?
question.
That's so big.
How did the baby get fireworks?
You're supposed to abort the child before it's in the world, not like after.
Damn.
Poor
No,
kiddo.
I am just imagining dad just like duct taping a baby to like a
Shut your
fire-
mouth.
firework.
Attach it into the mortar. Just go. Phew!
Man, that is a depressing thought though. Yeah.
I don't even think a mortar could carry a baby. That's the problem with what he just
Yeah.
said.
Just, the kid's like being scraped across the ground. Dad's like, ah!
I mean, hey, when the coat hanger doesn't work, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so you give birth to it,
Yeah.
wait 15 months,
Yeah.
go through like
So it's
probably the
one-
worst part of childhood, and you're like, no, I want to kill
Because the
it.
first year is a trial run that you want to see if having a baby is actually worth it. And like between the 12 to 24
You are
month
part of the
period,
problem.
you can decide if you want to kill the child or not.
Facts.
Okay.
In California, an 8, 9, and 10-year-old boy were hospitalized.
That's
3
nice.
different boys.
3 different boys.
Okay, that they were shooting Roman candles at each other.
Probably.
110%. I think that's
Yes.
part of the reason that we lost ours here in this town.
Probably.
No, me and you can vouch. We would see drunk people shooting Roman candles at each other every
Everyone does
year.
that though.
Then
Yeah.
again,
That's not
Yeah.
just one area.
But apparently we have the most reports of people getting hospitalized about it because we're the only ones that lost them.
Well, no, a lot of the reason is because people would shoot fireworks up, but they were retarded, and they would just land on their like roofs,
Yeah.
and they'd shoot them at the
That
roofs, and
and we
houses
don't-
would burn down.
Or, like the area we live in,
Oh yeah, there was
there's
a house
not
really
many
close to us that
like
burned down.
cut off roads where you
Mhm.
can do that. There's always either houses right on the road or vehicles driving on the road.
Yeah.
It's like there's never really
We live in a high IQ area.
yes.
Look, I'm just saying our mayor probably hates fun.
Mhm.
Because there's risks to it anyways. You are dealing with explosives. And I understand if like people are honestly not going to be responsible, fine. But like I just don't get why keep a ban for so many years though. If you're like wanting to be a disciplinary, then yeah, keep it for a year, let them see what they're missing, and then next year just give some rules to it when you hand them back. At this point we're on like year 3 or year 4 of this ban.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, you hate fun. You probably killed Santa in front of your children.
Santa's not real,
You're
yeah.
the type of person that made a guy show up in the Easter Bunny costume and killed him saying he was a home intruder. Okay?
Well, yeah, but then you have exceptions to it. They have places sanctioned around here for fireworks.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
for like
but that's-
cities, right? Like the city itself is doing it, not actual people that want to come and do it themselves.
Yeah.
It's like you get to come watch
And
and
like
not light
even
it
if
up.
you bought them off of the
At the res.
at the res,
Mhm.
you can't. You have to immediately hop on the freeway.
Yeah, the cost of
Because
like
the cops will get you if you're anywhere
if you're
in
trying
this
to,
area.
yeah, if you're trying to make your way back
And you
with
can't
fireworks.
you can't export them or whatever.
There are fireworks smugglers in this
Yeah.
area.
I just
That
say
is
fuck
so
it and
funny.
shoot the fireworks at the cops.
And die.
Do you understand?
The
how
cop
you would-
immediately, don't you shoot a fucking firework at me! Headshots him.
Tastes him in the head.
I will say that
candle
that is how you get shot by a cop, and I'm not talking about like a sparkler.
technically-
If you point like a big boy firework at them, like a rocket, and it like hits their car or something, they're gonna see that as like they are under
Assault.
fire.
Oh yeah, they
That
don't
will
even.
seriously, they will seriously that
Catches
will
their
kill someone.
No, I
Police
just
car
have a
on
great
fire.
image in my head of the cop just driving past you with his window down, pointing at you to pull over. You just light a fucking mortar and just blast it in his window and it
And
just
kill a
explodes.
police officer.
Yes.
Dude,
Hilarious.
That's like
That
the,
and
would
if
be
they
funny.
live,
that's
what's the other
greatest
half of it?
image.
I don't think it would
The
kill
other
them.
half, both stories end with 6 different cop cars running you
It's
over,
okay,
then
it's
them
okay.
pulling out guns.
It's okay. He's 1% black.
It's true.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can get away with it. Because if
When he's
Doesn't
1%
it-
black, they're gonna
yeah.
shoot him faster.
Oh, okay,
versa.
okay,
And
yeah,
then
but
Yikes.
it's racial.
Oh.
It's a racial
But in
attack.
this case, they could literally say he was armed because he's holding a mortar that blew up a cop car and a man inside of it.
You don't have
Why did you think that was an amazing thought process?
Yeah, it's,
I just- that's
this
the
is
I just
first
had a
amazing
great thought.
That's
bro.
To be
because it's
fair,
either that
all
or
of us have
just
our-
shooting a cop.
All of us have our
with a
dark. Please, all right. Tell me, if a cop approaches you, how do you handle it? Do you like?
I
Okay,
like
are you
the
the type of
baby
guy
on
that
a
tries to
mortar
tough it
idea
out?
more.
Do you like try to tough guy it out? Like, what's your idea?
The one
Honestly,
time,
just stand shaking in fear.
Yeah.
You should have seen him when he got a ticket.
the one time
You
I
weren't
had a,
I
there.
didn't need to be. I could just.
Yeah,
imagine
we
it.
know.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, no way. You were just like, yeah, whatever. You're like, yes, sir. I will sign this immediately.
Kaden, the police officer, license and registration, please. You can hear Kaden.
Just
Yeah. Here you go.
No, I don't think it's like that. I think in his mind he was probably like, yeah, it's okay, man. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Like-
Probably in real life he's just like, how are you doing, sir? I'm having a great day. How about you? I am not black whatsoever.
Okay.
Close enough. Yeah.
The cop's like,
I pulled the race card.
All
pretty much.
right.
The cop is just like
you pulled the race card on a
today,
police officer.
dude.
Yeah,
that
I
pulled
was
you
like,
over.
you're trying to arrest a minority here. That's illegal.
that's not how it
Oh
works.
my God.
You had the pasty,
That
almost
better have
pasty
not
as
been
me.
real.
Cannot
out
be
the
close.
car like
I'm
that as
kidding.
soon as you said
I'm
that.
kidding.
Good. Anyways, the one time that I had a police officer come up to me, I was nearly shitting myself, and it wasn't because I had done anything wrong. So my brother and I were driving back from a wedding, I believe, and we saw a what was it? It was a kennel at the side of the road. So we pulled up at the side of the road to see what it was, like if it was empty or anything. It turns out it was, and a police officer came up to us to see like what was going on, because apparently someone else had already reported it. So we just talked to him, like explained what we were doing, that whole situation, and he was like, "Oh, okay, have a good night," and that was that. I was
What, they
still
think you,
nearly
like,
crapping
kidnap a
myself
person?
though. I doubt it.
I don't know. I think
No, yeah, okay. I'll be honest. Cops, there's good ones and bad ones. All my experiences have been good with them. Like,
Yeah.
I get tickets or whatever, and I get it.
that
But
I do not like the stereotype that all cops are bad or they're
Yeah.
all dirty. Because I've grown up meeting quite a few cops and knowing quite a few cops, and then being trained in like 911 driving school, and then even going through a small training during my senior year or end of my senior year. Like, they are good people. They are people.
yeah.
Like, simple as that.
Well, it's like
they,
any
they
job. You
like
got
telling jokes.
bad people.
They
and good
like
people.
laughing. They like enjoying their days. They enjoy family time. They are just normal people. And so, whenever you get stuff like that, especially the bad news, I hate that that's the only thing that's pointed out, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because that is the case.
But okay, here's the
Sorry to cut it.
one story I had with the cop that I was like, you can actually stop being a cop, please. I don't have a good
That's a good one.
comeback at him.
Good insult.
No, so
You read it from a book.
you get that from a book.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I was in okay, so you know like people hang out at like MP, Getchell, like at the night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Wait,
people
at night?
yeah.
Like, how late?
Like I've been parked at MP at 2 a.m. for hours and no one showed up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
MP though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like people go to high schools at night
If you
to
see
hang
like
out.
a super skinny guy, kind of like you, with the same sort of fuzz, but he's totally white and has a trucker hat on, drive away. Guy's name is Evan. He works midnight shift. He believes in flat Earth and that we have a shield around an asteroid that's flat that protects us from aliens.
All right, super cool dude.
Don't
I'll
talk
talk to him.
Also works at MP, so that explains it.
Okay, so yeah. So I thought it was like universally
Not exactly.
known You can go to high schools to hang out at night. Like, they don't want you to, but
Sure.
nobody cares.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I went to Lakewood, and I thought, I was like, Lakewood's full of thotties and, like, wannabe
And you were
jocks.
lonely.
Like, it's all Gucci. Yeah. So I went to Lakewood with my ex. We're sitting in the parking lot. Didn't even kiss yet. We were just chilling. And so one cop car pulls up. And I was like, all right, he's going to tell us to move. And then another cop car pulls up. And I was like, really? 2 of them? Like, that's inconvenient. Then, like, one of the black cars pulls up that's just all blacked out. But
Yeah.
you can't tell it's a cop. I was like, wow, this guy's stupid. Why is he pulling in right behind 2 cops? Then another cop car pulls up behind them. I was like, what the fuck? Do they think, like, what do they think is happening right
They
here?
think you got like a hostage with you.
Yeah, they probably thought I was gonna murder her. And so they all
It's a
pull up.
Hispanic with a white chick. Move in.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose her.
So they pull up. All of them are cops. I was like, okay, shit. So one dude
All
gets,
of them just like step out.
yeah.
It's
So
like Clint Eastwood is leading them. You're like, oh, I'm gonna die.
one of them like comes up to me, starts talking to me. He's like, license and registration. What are you guys doing here? And I was like, we're just hanging out because like the second I get back to her house, she has to like, I'm not allowed to hang out with her anymore. Weird parents, whatever. He's like, all right, yeah, sure. And so I was like, do you need me to move? And he's like, nah, we just had someone report you guys. And we were just coming to check up on you guys. It's a little bit weird that you're parked at a high school. And it was like 9. It wasn't even super late. He's
Yeah.
like, at night though. And I was like, all right, so should I move? And he's like, no, you're good. Just, it's a little weird. I was like, all right. So I was like, I'll move anyways. So I start my car up, start to drive away. One fucking cop in the background. There's one guy out of like the 15 is like, yeah, you find a different parking spot. I was like, fuck you guys. I'm already embarrassed, man.
Did he actually?
Yeah, I was like, how old are you?
How immature of a police officer.
Like, do you go to
to
this high
be
school?
the hype man.
I know.
I'm just like, yeah, you need to move out, sir.
Yeah, it's a totally like
Yeah.
respectful situation. I was like, all right, I get like for this area apparently this is
Just
weird.
play along for a second. It's like, all right, so license and registration.
Oh yeah, so yes, here it is, officer.
It's just a little bit weird. Sorry, we got a report. That
No, yeah, I get it. Like,
it's fine. Yeah, you're good. Just go ahead and go.
all right, yeah. So do I need to leave or is this just like?
If you want to.
All right, yeah. I'm just gonna leave this a little bit awkward.
Okay. Pussy! Cameron, we have talked to you about this. You can't fight a cop.
Yeah, basically, I was
Yeah.
like, this guy. I left embarrassed already.
You got
Like,
all the other cops. Oh,
Yeah.
you got him, man.
Yeah, it's just like the whole freak out point. Like, oh, he's like leaning back
It's
and
like
all this
super
other
hot
stuff.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
I was already embarrassed, but then I left like, I'm so mad at this guy, but he didn't even do anything big enough to get mad at.
Yeah.
It was just angry. I was so peeved.
I actually went to, like I said, I went to 911 driving school with a friend from church, and we were in it together, which helped make it survivable. And one of the cops that taught us, I forgot his name because he legitimately did not give us his name. He goes, all right, my name's Billy Bob. And so like later, me and Noah is my friend's name that we were doing it with, talked. It's like, for all we knew, that could have not been a cop. That guy could have walked in, just been a dick to all of us, and walked out because no other person was there but him that day. And it just could have been some random stranger. It could have. But no, he walked in, and he goes, so what's all your names? And so he has us go around. I'm like, I'm Jaron. And he goes, that's a stupid name. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I'm not that important. But then,
What the heck?
But then Noah, apparently he knows his dad or something because Noah Sodden's father is a firefighter. And he goes, Sodden, your dad a firefighter? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, your dad's a pussy. I
What
know.
the
Yeah, I know.
fuck?
And like he walked
Fuck
away,
this
and Noah's
guy.
just like, I was gonna hit that guy. Like I was mad at him that day. Like he just goes off on everyone, and there's just one, and there's this girl, and she, you know, had a cut top, and she had like the really thin layer.
So I
like,
thought.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lakewood
But of
girl.
course,
Yeah,
you know, she has
basic.
glasses, and she is pretty, and like all the guys are sitting next to her besides me and Noah. Like we're staying away from that. But she goes, my name's Julie, and he goes, and he just looks around. This is the only moment we gave him. Like he just looks around at all the guys, and he's just like, are you available? And she's just like, what? And he goes, never mind. There's like 6 guys huddling over her, just like, yeah, that was a good one.
That's really sketchy though, because a grown ass man's like, you available? What you doing after this class?
Yeah, my
Sounds
name's
like
Billy
someone
Bob.
we know.
No.
You want to go on a drive?
Yeah, I want a private drive with
I'm
this
not.
girl.
I'm not even kidding you. There was one guy. He was like the jock, of course, And he's like, hey, my name's Trevor. And he's like, I bet it is.
You sure it's not Chad?
Yeah, like there were some times where I'm like, okay, he's fine. Like because the second day he came back, we actually were more chill with him. First day kind of got off on the wrong foot because he did really just lay into every single one of us.
Yeah.
And it was just like the littlest things. Like he'd be talking and he goes, any questions? And like I had a question. I'm like, actually I do. And he goes, you're not important enough. Sit down. And I'm like, okay.
Wow.
And I just like sat down again. I'm like, what did I do to this guy?
We're like, what happened to this
But
guy?
no, but
Yeah.
then, like, Noah, one thing you can do is you can pop his arms like this, double jointed, to make it look like they were broken.
Okay.
And so he saw that and he goes, come here. I want you to run out to that lady screaming. And he, like, spurts some ketchup all over his arm. And he goes, and I'm just going to say, call the cops. And Noah's like, aren't you a cop? And he goes, yeah, but I'm off duty. So they run out there and there's a whole facade. So, yeah, at the end of it, he was more chill. But, like, at the beginning, he just laid into us for
Just
no
a total
reason.
dick.
Yeah. He was, and he also asked like the worst question to the girl named Julie. I don't know if that's legitimately her name. I forgot it. But he like walks up to her and he goes, "Okay, you are given no situation here besides one of these two. You run over a young man or an old woman. Which one do you choose?"
¿Por qué no los dos? I heard them both.
And she's just like, "Wait, what?" And he
The
goes,
old lady.
"You are cut off from each one. You have a choice of that. Do you kill the old lady? Do you kill the young man?" Okay, you're going 50. You're gonna hit one of the two.
Old lady.
Which one do you choose? And she's
That's
just
what I
like,
say, yeah.
and she like shrunk down, and I'm like, did you really just give someone who's never been behind the wheel of a car a decision of who would you murder? Like, holy crap! Are you a cop? Are you sure? But no, yeah, she said the young man.
What
she
the
had,
fuck,
She had
really?
too,
I
yeah, she
would
had too
think-
much respect for the old lady, and it's preserving.
think-
Old lady's on her last leg.
I
Just
Well,
send her
yeah,
to the
but that
grave.
was
Just
like that was
think
actually
of
something that was
space.
talked about a little
Okay,
bit
shut
afterwards.
up.
And
You
like
have
me
a
and Noah
grudge
were talking,
against
like
old
which
people.
one would have been taken out. For me, it probably would have been the old lady, just for the fact that like that young man still has life to live.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, killing an old lady is killing an old lady. I would feel terrible, and that's a bad thing to do because that is someone's grandmother and mother and stuff like that.
Space.
He's heartless. He doesn't like kids.
Once
or
they
old
get to a
people.
certain age, they're just taking up necessary
Okay,
breaks.
when he,
Alright,
said,
dude,
when
I
he
w-
says they get to a certain age, he hates them when they're little, and he hates them when they're old.
Okay, so what's the
He likes
prime
someone that-
years before we
No,
continue?
no,
on?
yeah. What's the year at which they're just taking up
What's the
space?
year where they begin, where they begin actually, you can care about them, and what's the year where it ends? Give me this 10-year time span of when a person's life is valuable.
to you at least.
Yeah.
I'd say 85 and beyond is just useless.
Okay, but I'm saying,
All right.
what
So
time
the
does it
second
start?
on your 85th birthday, we're gonna give you a birthday present, and it's gonna be the chair.
And no, it's gonna be.
We're just gonna kill you.
It's gonna be.
Love it.
No,
We're gonna
but
lock
from-
you in a room.
I'm talking
it's gonna
about
be
what's
done
the
with
beginning
one
age.
bullet. And,
What's your
you get
beginning
lucky.
age?
Like
When do you care about people? Because if you don't like them when they're young, when do you start caring about the person?
I
At what age?
like little kids, like anywhere from like 1 to like 6 are just absolutely.
No, you can't say 6. Cade was above 6, and you hated Cade.
No, he's saying this is shitty kids.
Yeah, like
No,
most
he's saying
kid-
Cade was above
Cade
6.
was above
most
6.
kids.
Oh, but that's different. You can have
I
exceptions.
hate most
obviously.
kids that are from like 1 to 7.
Do you
1 to
have
8.
nieces or nephews?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I hate every other kid that isn't related to me.
I just hate you.
Yeah. I'm down for that. Hey, high five.
Yeah.
Are you one of those people in?
No.
There
I
are
like how
there
we-
are
I
exceptions
like
to
how
this
we're talking
rule.
about bad cops is now talking about who do we
Well,
murder at
that's-
different ages.
That's kind of weird though, because like all the cops that I went to the same school. All the cops that were there, they were like super chill and actually
Yes.
pretty nice.
Did you meet an Officer Rory?
I
There's-
think
there-
so, actually.
He was hilarious. That was the one I really enjoyed. Like, he brought his daughter along sometimes, and she'd be like, Dad, I want to go home. I want to watch Disney movies with my friends. And he'd be like, God, I wish I came to the firefighters.
I think I remember him actually.
Like, that's how he would talk, and he helped me a lot with my driving. That was really good. Okay.
But no, what
You
it's gonna
seen
say
your
about
driving now?
All 4 of us did a topic. So,
I have a topic? What?
No, you did it.
all of us did a topic.
Oh, okay.
We actually made it through every single one of us with a legitimate topic.
Yep.
So that was better than...
Wait, what was mine? How I hate old people.
Apparently.
Yeah,
No,
well, your
you're-
add-ons
you're-
have
you're-
been
you're
penis,
special,
Fortnite
you're special.
dancing,
Yep.
and killing old people.
By the way, when I get to like
That's gonna be the title of this
85.
podcast.
when I get to a certain age and my health just starts to decline, just end me.
I mean,
Please.
you already have a fucked up neck, so.
Oh, dog.
Not
Dude,
my fault.
he's gonna have
It's pretty
money.
easy. Are you already out the
I'm gonna kill him
door?
for it.
I mean, any career in NFL is out the window now for you.
No, because my neck's fine now.
But if we kill
Well,
you
dog.
now, it's over.
Dog,
No, I didn't say now.
He's
'cause now's the
5'10",
time.
so I think we already have enough
Bro,
grounds to
if someone
kill him.
hits you hard enough, you can re-injure your neck.
My
I
bad,
mean,
my
for all I know,
65% Mexican
we just pop
descent
out. We
was-
just pop out the screen and say that you broke in,
Ah.
and that you just decided to chill and hold us at gunpoint for an hour because this is all over
With
audio.
what gun?
It's over
Dude,
audio.
I see. Oh my gosh.
He's got
Why
a
do you
gun.
have so many?
Bro, why are your
Where are you
pants off?
hiding them?
Dude, could you stop trying to put your penis in the gun?
Just-
What are you doing?
That 1% black went all in my cock. And you'll feel it later.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
He just wants to fuck me.
This is
I
literally
want to
his
fuck you,
add-
bro.
Topic
Yeah.
from earlier on.
his add-ons.
And I'd like to imagine he's one of those people there's an island, I think, Indonesia, where
Sorry to break up this specific topic. Continue. Sorry. After.
there's an island in, I think, Indonesia where if a person hits, I think, age 70, the other people straight up, like, take them to the top of a mountain and leave them there to die.
Oh, I love that place.
That
I
is
want to go
awesome.
there.
Do they show up and there's other old people like meditating on rocks? You must kill them. And just leaves them there.
I will
Grandson?
hand deliver them myself.
There's just one ripped old guy. I have lived here for 10 years.
Wait, are they allowed to like throw
Survives
them
off
off
the
a
other
rock?
old people.
I think they just leave
No,
him
there's a
there.
difference between murder and leaving someone to
What
Yeah.
stops the
finish
old
their
fuckers
life.
from just walking down the hill?
They're old.
Yeah, they can't walk in the first place.
Yeah, you're the ones that brought him up there.
Oh, you can always crush
Okay,
them.
what time are we at, by the way? What's our recording
We're
time?
hit exactly 1 hour as of 50 seconds ago.
Okay, if you guys want to keep going, we can. But if you're all right, then we can call.
I
it.
have another one last Florida man article because it's
By the way,
baffling.
before you do that,
Okay.
Jiraiya has been holding this thing like an ice cream cone the entire
Because I
time.
thought we were gonna
Whipping
end.
it in front of other people's faces, even though this does have AOE from a couple different feet of.
I didn't know that shit, man.
That and it's been non-functional the entire time.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I want you to point out, Jiraiya. Exactly.
Bruh.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was doing it as like a
Bruh.
joke, and that's why I was holding it like that.
Wait,
I didn't realize you
what?
thought this was a legitimate thing. We've been
I
picking
thought
it
it was
up on this
plugged
audio.
in.
But just so you know, Jiraiya's been legitimately trying to help us by rolling this thing around to every person that's talking,
Bro.
trying to get it going.
This-
This is bad, dog.
Thanks for letting me know at the end of the
Yeah, at the
podcast.
end of the
For a full
podcast.
hour. I thought you were doing like the same thing I did, which is like just playing with it.
So, do we want to?
All right, well.
Sorry, we'll finish off with another Florida
I'm
man.
fairly disheveled
last
now.
one.
All right, bye, guys.
This is again in Naples, Florida. A Florida man was arrested after impersonating an FBI agent, questioning a homeowner, leaving multiple live catfish on her lawn, and escaping on a bicycle.
Sounds like a good day.
Okay, you
On
know
a
what? Before you even
bicycle?
read, this is what I have in my mind. All right, Jiraiya, play along with me, please. Just
All right, I got you.
All right.
Wait, am I the grandma?
you're the person opening the door.
All right.
Wait, there's a door.
Who is it?
FBI man, you mind opening it up?
Yes.
Oh dear God,
Dog, what?
you are much older than I thought. Ma'am, have you has your son been around recently? I'm doing an investigation. FBI agent, by the way. See, good. All
Oh,
right.
yes. My son left with my daughter. You see, in Alabama.
This
They
is Florida,
leave.
you idiot.
Fuck. My son left with my daughter. We're from Alabama.
I have Alzheimer's.
Yes. Don't question the fact that I have a bicycle outside and a cart full of fish.
Wait, what? Those are catfish?
Part of the investigation. Don't even worry about it. So he's
Okay.
not here.
No.
That is disappointing.
Sounds like my grandma.
I'm gonna have to go. Do you just mind closing the door?
Why the hell would I leave it open? Okay, but Jesus! Not again! No! Why? So many catfish! Every time! Jesus! Not again! No! Why? So many catfish! Every time! What?
Cop shows up. Where'd he go?
That's basically how that went.
You'll
down.
never take me alive!
Throwing
As
catfish
you just
at the cops.
I like how in the situation the grandma was way fucking weirded.
Yeah, I
against
know.
our
I like
catfish.
how you like doing that to me.
42-year-old Christian Dudley faces
How
charges
accurate were we? Is my question. That's why I wanted to do this before.
of an open container in a public area and impersonating a law enforcement officer. The victim says the Florida man drove a bicycle with flashing red and blue lights onto a front yard. He then introduced himself as an FBI agent that ordered the woman to present her with identification proof she lived there legally.
You might want to read more.
When the victim told him to leave her
Better.
property, he refused. The victim had then told her husband to call authorities. The Florida man then took off on his bicycle, but before leaving,
Throwing catfish.
he dropped multiple live catfish in the driveway for a quote-unquote unknown reason. Police stopped Dudley as he escaped because he matched the description of the culprit. According to deputies, he appeared extremely intoxicated and was wearing an FBI hat and dark shirt.
John, it's over. Woo! Throwing catfish at the car.
You took away my railing. You took away my tubes. You can't take away my catfish.
No, he's like shows up to door. FBI agent Burt Macklin, ma'am. And it's just Chris Pratt from Parks and Rec.
Found your problem. It says you have internet connectivity problem.
Alright,
Alright, we're gonna sign off?
I think that's about it.
Okay, so every single one of us. Alright. I'm
Yep.
Jaron.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Jay.
The $2 man. I'm Aidan.
I was $3.
Oh, my bad.
I'm the $2. I'm the
We
$2.
go down in price as we continue.
Yeah, we just
devaluing.
And I'm Kaden.
He's our guest as again.
Alright,
Guess
thank
that
you
is not
for coming
correct.
to Name Not Settle podcast, and we will see you hopefully next week.
If we can do it next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Jay, catch.
We got next.
Oh Jesus.